everyone, Kaary here. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are all doing great today. So it's been a while. If you follow me on social media, if you read the community tab, you've known by now that I had COVID last week. So that's why I didn't do any voiceovers, I didn't do any videos. Because even though I had this one ready, like it was the only thing missing was the voiceover. I couldn't do it because I didn't feel that well, but I'm fully recovered now and I'm ready to continue working on more builds for you guys. This one is going to be part of my save file, and even though it doesn't look so appealing in the screenshots, like maybe it's not that I don't know, it's kind of a different build. It's not that cute, I would say. I don't know, but for some reason it really inspired me, and this is actually one of my favorite builds that I've done in a while, like in the last 3 or 4 weeks. So this is kind of my favorite, and this one actually is gonna have 2 Sims living in here because this is a house for roommates, for a couple of roommates. So I created both of them. I don't know the names, I don't remember the names, but I had like this backstory for them. I'm gonna upload them to the gallery as well in case you want to download them once I upload this build to the gallery as well. And the idea is that there's one Sim that actually lives in Solani, that has lived all her life in Solani, and she inherited this house from her parents or her family actually, and now she doesn't have enough money to pay for it, so she decides to have a roommate. And this roommate is actually another female Sim that used to live in San Myshuno all her life, and she wanted to come here to Solani and just start fresh, a new life. And the Sims are really cute. I actually think they became best friends, and you can do a lot of gameplay with that. Also, there's going to be a lot of roommates type of builds in my save file now that I'm planning what else I want to build. And I think it's interesting because it's something realistic. I used to live with my brother, you know that, and we were roommates. So yeah, I think it's a reality, and I actually really like that idea. So yeah, I decided to divide this house like into different apartments, I would call them. So the first floor is for the Sim that owns the house. You can hear my cat. She's meowing because she doesn't like it when I do voiceovers. And the second floor is gonna be for the Sim that actually is renting. So I thought it was a cool idea to have like 2 different kitchens, 2 different bedrooms, of course, 2 different bathrooms. Everything is like doubled in this house, I would call it. And I really liked it because I decided to keep like the same color scheme for everything, and just a lot of blues and whites and light wood tones as well, and just keep the kind of beach house vibe inside this house, but still not having it look like 100% beach house. I mean, it's brick house in the sand, so that's kind of not that realistic, but I really wanted to build a house like this. I felt really inspired when I started building this. I wanted this house to be full brick, so that's why I decided that maybe this house has like a concrete base in which this house was built in. And yeah, that's my explanation. I'm not an architect. I don't know if that's even possible, but this is The Sims and everything's possible here. So yeah, we're decorating the living room here on the first floor. And this house, it looks kind of big from the outside, but it's not that big on the inside. So you can see now that there's not a lot of space. And that's something that I thought would be cool as well, because as the main Sim living in this house, like the owner of the house doesn't have enough money. Maybe they decided to just have a smaller house, and I don't know, you can play with that. I don't have like the full story, but yeah, I'm gonna be uploading them separately to the save file, I mean to the gallery, and you can download both of the Sims. As I said, I really like them. I created them, and then I decided to build this house, and I thought they just they have like this weird, interesting dynamic, in which one of them doesn't know everything about the beach life and just comes from the city, and she wears sunscreen all the time, and that's something that I don't do very often, but she wears sunscreen all the time, and I think that's so cute. And the other one is really adventurous, and she lives in Solani, and she knows everything, so they kind of become best friends. And I really like that idea. I think that when you have like two worlds that collide, it creates something interesting. So that's what I decided to do. And now we're on the second floor. We're creating kind of this small kitchen. Maybe the sim that owns the house actually decided to renovate it so she could have a roommate. And that's why the house looks smaller in the interior, because you have like basically two different apartments in here. So yeah, maybe she decided to renovate it so the other sim living in here could have their own space, and that's why the house looks a little bit smaller. But everything just for her, just in order to keep the house and not having to sell it. So I thought that's a cool backstory for them. This, I don't remember the careers that I chose for them, but I know that both of them are related to the ocean. So maybe one of them is in the conservationist career, and the other one is a lifeguard or something like that. I actually don't remember, but you will see it if you decide to download them from the from the gallery. Why do I keep saying save file? I don't know. But yeah, that's what I decided to do. So yeah, that's all I have to say. I don't know what else to say. I haven't been building in Tortosa yet. It's kind of different for me. I don't know. I've built a lot of beach houses lately, but I've been trying to build in Tortosa, and it's kind of different and kind of complicated for me. I don't know why. I just haven't found the right inspiration, so that's why you haven't seen any builds in that world yet. But I've been using the items that we got with the my Wedding Stories game pack, and I do really like them. So you will see it in the following videos as well. I have a Mediterranean house that I finished, but I have to edit the video, so stay tuned for that, because that's gonna be a long video. The house is really big, and it's gonna be part of the save file as well, so you will like it once you see it. I really hope so. But yeah, hopefully soon you'll have a video that is built in Tortosa. I really want to build in there, so yeah, I'm doing my best to try and have something for that. But I won't try really hard, because if I cannot create something, I mean, I'm not gonna force myself until I have the right inspiration to do it. But yeah, we're actually in the outside now. And I'm sorry I paused. My cat is making noises, and I don't know what she's doing. She's just in the bathroom playing with something, so I had to keep an eye on that. But yeah, we're in the outside now, and this is a pretty interesting outside, because it's kind of a terrace or something like that. I don't know if I would call it that exactly, but they have these jet ski. Is that a jet ski? I don't even know what the name of that is, but you can go and have some fun in the water if you want. Both of them, as I said, are really into the ocean and the beach life and stuff like that, so I thought it would be cool to have something like that for them. And maybe they share it, or maybe only one of the Sims owns it. That's up to you. But yeah, the house is really small. The lot is pretty big, because you have this part in the ocean that you can go and use as well. But I didn't want the house to be in the water, so that's why it kind of looks like a small house, and maybe I could have used more of the space. But maybe that's up to you if you want to do more stuff. I just decided to do some landscaping, and just as in the previous video, I merged it with the using the tool mode, so it looks like it's like it belongs to the rest of the landscaping from the world. So you can see me now that I'm moving some stuff out of the lot, and that's something that you will have only if you download the full save file, because if you download the build by itself, you won't have all these parts that I'm moving out of the lot, of course. But if you decide to download the save file, you will. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I decided to add a washing machine, and also this thing where you can hang your clothes. And we're heading to the end of the video now, so I hope you guys like it. If you did, please remember to like this video, also comment and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And also follow me on social media. The links are all in the description down below. And I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Enjoy the screenshots. Goodbye. I wish I could make you stay, 'cause baby, I love you. Why you tryna break us up when I'm tryna build it up? I wish
I can make you stop.